Good morning, students. So beta, in this video we are going to begin with the exercise of the chapter the open window. Okay, so let's begin with the answer number 1. First question is, Frampton Nuttall came to the rural retreat. Okay, so what was the reason behind its visit to rural retreat? Please write down the answer. Mr. Nuttall was suffering. Mr. Nuttall was suffering from a nerve disorder. Was suffering from a nerve disorder and was worried about the health condition. His doctor recommended him his doctor recommended him to take a break from the city life. Hence he had to come to the rural retreat as a measure to undergo undergo treatment for his nerve problem in the peaceful environment of the countryside. For his nerve in the peaceful environment just one word, peaceful environment of the countryside. Okay, so Mr. Nuttall was suffering from a nerve disorder and was worried about the health condition. His doctor recommended him to take a break from the city life. Hence he had to come to the rural retreat as a measure to undergo treatment for his nerve problem in the peaceful environment of the countryside. Okay, so after of the peaceful environment of the it would be countryside. Please, I hope that you have taken down the screenshot from Mr. Nuttall from a nerve worried about Okay, now please take down the screenshot. Okay, now please take down the screenshot. After this, I would be rubbing this off and would be continuing with the answer. After peaceful environment of the, it would be written countryside, and after that, your answer number one would be complete. Okay, so I am hoping that you have taken the screenshot. So I'm writing it down once again, peaceful, so that you don't get confused. Peaceful environment of the countryside. Okay, now please take down the screenshot. With this, we have completed the answer number one. Now let's begin with answer number two, which is why had his sister given him letters of introduction to people living there? Okay, what was the reason behind his sister giving him the letter of introduction? So I'm rubbing this off now. Answer number two. The answer is Nuttall Nuttall did not know Nuttall did not know people in the countryside people in the countryside. His sister gives his sister give him his sister give him letters to introduction letters to introduction. Okay, letters to introduction letters to introduction to people living there, so that he could so that he could so that he could sorry, not could, it would be would. He would not feel lonely and isolated while he visited the countryside for his nerve ailment treatment. She was aware. She was aware that he would not speak. He would not speak. Please take down the screenshot for all this. After this, we are going to continue with the same answer. Nuttall did not know people in the courtyard. His sister gave him letters to introduction to people living there so that he would not feel lonely and isolated while he visited the countryside for his nerve ailment treatment. She was aware that he would not speak. Okay, so I'm rubbing this off and let's continue with the same answer after speak. And his nerve disorder would not sorry would get worse from moping one one among of those letter of introduction, one among of those letters of introduction was of Mrs. Stapleton. Is it clear? Please take down the screenshot. With this, we have completed answer number 2 also. Please take down the screenshot. Okay, so I am rubbing this off now. Okay, let's continue with it. So, question number 3 is what had happened in the Stapleton family as narrated by the niece? What was the thing that has happened in what? Mrs. Stapleton house that her niece was narrating the story. So this one is bit long answer. The niece told him. The niece told Mr. Nuttall that around 3 years ago, Mrs. Stapleton, Mrs. Stapleton's husband and her two young brothers went off for their day's shooting. They never returned. They never returned while they were coming or while they were crossing the moor. Crossing the moor to their favorite shooting ground. Shooting ground. Okay. The niece told Mr. Nuttall that around 3 years ago, Mrs. Appleton's husband and her two young brothers went off for their daily shooting. They never returned while they were crossing the moor to their favorite shooting ground. All, please take down the screenshot so that we could continue with the same answer. Okay, so I'm rubbing this off. So all three of them, all three of them were engulfed in a treacherous bog tre- treacherous piece of bog, or you can also write treacherous bog. It was a dreadful wet summer and even the places that were that were once safe and in other years suddenly gave away without any warning, without any warning, however, their bodies were never recovered. Okay, now please take down the screenshot. With this, we have written down question number 3. Please take down the answer to this. This answer is in continuation with answer number 3. Okay, so I'm rubbing this off now. Okay, students, so we would be continuing this chapter in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.